Alright, what's up, yo? I gotta tell this story. Got to. Alright, first time I got dirty Mac. I was in high school, right? 16, no, yeah. I was in my junior year high school, going on 16, right? So it was like early spring. And, well, first, I'm not gonna give names. I'll just use letters of the names, right? Alright, so check it. My so called boy, let's call him W, right? Now, W, no, change that. W too much. Let's just call him T, right? Now, T was was my man, my dude, right? He was a year ahead of me. So same age, no, well, born same year, except he got um when he was in elementary, his parents moved him up a grade. All right, so get out the way. So I was messing with this youngin at our school, at our high school. Let's call her C. Now, C had been feeling me for a long time, right? So, um, I played football and T played basketball, and it was they, um, the year our high school won the championship, right? So this is around the same. This is around basketball season, but late basketball season, like playoff time. Playoffs was coming up, right? So C was feeling me, but I didn't know my boy T was doing some shiesty stuff behind my back, right? So fast forward, we me and C had a class together early on first period class, right? First period class, and we had a real cool teacher. By being our first period class, it's like 8:05 in the morning. So she was like, "Hey, you guys can bring um, your breakfast food. You can eat during the class. Because it's so early in the morning." So she was cool about that. Cool. So C, she was gonna buy me breakfast, right? Um, the next day, I'm sorry, rewind. So that same day when the teacher said we can bring breakfast, C was like, "Hey, I'll buy you breakfast, Mikey. I got you." I'm like, "You sure?" She's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Cool." Now this around the time me and C talking for like months, like a good 5 to 6 months, right? School lets out, and usually every time we get out of school, like the athletes we always go directly to the gym, to our gym, and I was getting about to go in the weight room because like I said, it was all season about to train for football season, right? So before I went to the weight room, I went in T's car, my boy T, went to his car, and we was chilling, talking or whatever. Um, my other friend, which is my best friend Jay, was at the driver's side of the car, and they were talking like, "Yo, I got in trouble, blah 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 blah," and Jay had got in trouble with with his mom, and I was like, once Jay left, I was like, "Yo, what happened?" He was like, "I'll call you later." I said, "Bet, cool." So me and T still in the car together. I remember what he was pushing. He had all white Grand Jeep Cherokee Limited. Dude was spoiled, real spoiled, right? Only child, only child, real spoiled. So I asked T, I'm like, yo, what was that about? And like he looked at me like, yo, I had it's like man, I left a rubber condom in Jay's room, and his mom found it, and Jay took the blame for T, saying that it wasn't T's, but it was T's. It was the girl. He had a girl in Jay's room. Jay let T use the phone, right? So I was like, who was the girl though? Because I'm curious, you know. I'm like, who was it? Who was it? What? And he looked at me like, ah. I'm like, what? He was like, it was Sharice. I'm like, oh, word. So, you know, every DC, every DC area do this. Oh yeah, that was my first reaction. Like, oh yeah, huh, man. And like T, of course, he was like apologizing, like, I didn't mean it, blah blah blah. I'm like, it's all good, bro. It's all good, Slim. Hey, so I got out the car. You know, I'm salty. Of course, I'm salty, cause like I'm salty with her, of course, and him, but I'm real salty. My boy Jay. My boy Jay supposed to be my best friend. So I hit him up that night when I got home from school. I remember it was Thursday. It was Thursday. It was a Thursday. It was on Thursday, right? Hit him up. I'm like, yo, Jay, for real? Like, you supposed to be my man. Like, you my dude. Like, we don't treat each other like our other friends. Like, when you come to my house, you open up my fridge and get whatever you want. That type of friendship, right? So then he was like, yo, he felt awful, but like me and Jay talked for like good 2 months, but we were still cool, you know. But we still cool. That's my brother. Me and Jay been best friends since '97. Now get back to C. Get back to her. She calls me right after I just finished my homework, right? And she calls me. I pick up the phone, like I see the call ID. I pick up the phone, like, yeah, what's up? She was like, yeah, I was just calling to see what you wanted, what you want me to pick up for you. Um, I'm like, nah, I'm good. And I just hung the phone. Click. Next day, that Friday morning, we had that first period class together. She looks at me. Mind you, she sit right next to me. And I just give it a cold, like stone wall just up. Zip, put the wall up. I'm like, yo, don't talk to me right now. Right? So, class ends. Class ends. And, oh, I thought it did something. Anyway, class ends. And she walks out first. And so, I didn't see her face, but the other girls saw her walking down, and they knew we were talking, and see her crying. Right? So it was like, what you do? I'm like, man, you ask her, Slim. And it was like you did something. I'm like, no, I didn't. Ask her. These are senior girls, even though they were a year older than me, but they're seniors. I remember this joint like it was. I remember this joint like it was like yesterday. Like it just happened, right? So fast forward, fast forward. I go to a college fair at one of our rival schools, right? And see this, see this honey, bad, bad. She was bad. So she stepped to me and was like, "Hey, I'm like, yo, what's up?" She was like, "What high school you go to?" I'm like, in my mind, I got the because I went to a private high school, and so I still got my uniform on, and my polo, not real polo, the polo collar. We had polo collar shirts and had a school emblem on the shirt. So I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, you see the shirt, goddamn it. I said, yeah, I go to St. John's. I was like, I think, and I looked at her uniform. I could tell she went to Seton. Seton is an all girls school in the DC area in PG County. She was like, yeah, I do. I said, yeah, my cousin. So my cousin about to graduate from there. She a year older than you. She was like, what's your name? I was like, Mike. I said, what's yours? She was like, her name. Let's say her name. I'll use her name. Her name was Jen. Okay. So we didn't exchange numbers. But the next day, that was on Wednesday. The next day, that Thursday, my girl Tony, rest in peace. Um, Tony, Tony, I love Tony, man. She died a couple years ago from cancer. She was in my class. Our we graduated together. Tony used to always come to clutch for me, like when any girl was like, "Yo, man," she was like, "Oh, that's Mike," and like she always throw give me the lob. Always. Tony gave me some great lives, by the way. Anyway, so Tony, um, Tony, um, came. There was we had the same lunch that day, and so Tony came to the table. She was like, "Mike, yo, my girl, Jen, feeling you." I'm like, Jen. I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "Younger that goes to see me." She was like, "Yeah." She was like, "Look, um, I can give you the number." She's like, "No, I'm sorry, excuse me, I'm sorry." She was like, "I can give her your number." I said, "Bet, give it to her, it's cool." So she calls me up that evening. We chop it up. Hey, how you doing? How you like, what you like? Do you do any activities besides just going to see me? She played lacrosse. She was a hell of a lacrosse player. Matter of fact, got a full scholarship. I forgot the school she went to. Anyway, so we chopping it up. She was, and like for some reason, the whole day, her face looked so familiar. Like just like I seen her in a picture somewhere with somebody I know. So I was like, man, I was like, what, Jimmy? I'm not gonna lie. I was like, when I saw you, you look mad familiar. Like I've seen you in a picture before. She was like, well, T. Light bulb clicked. Light bulb clicked. I was like, oh my god. They went to prom. They went to his prom together because he went to prom his junior and senior year. So he went to prom in spring '99 and took her. We were sophomores that year, me and Jen. But like I said, Jen went to a different high school. Um, and so I was like, oh man. I was like, you know what, Jen? I'm like, look, you fine. You are gorgeous, but I can't talk to you because you used to talk to T. And that's not right. I ain't gonna step on his toes. I ain't gonna dirty Mac him. She was like, you know what, Mikey? You a good dude, and I respect that. I said, cool. I was like, but look, you can always call me. Like we can remain cool regardless. You know what I'm saying? Because she had a good vibe about it. She was cool, right? Fast forward to a week later. So even though me and Will, I said his name, even though me and T, I'm a little, I've been sipping a little bit. Even though me and T, had that, you know, what he did behind my back, I ain't forget it. But I was still gonna use his ass, right? So that following week, we went on Easter / spring break. Um, our boy played in this All-Star game. Back then, it was called a Capital Classic in DC, and he got named to it. So I rode with Will because I wasn't trying to take the metro. Metro was like the subway. And spent my money, so I'm like, I'm gonna ride with T. I'm gonna ride with T and use his gas, you know? Cause at the time T was trying to suck up to me because he felt so bad. He was trying to hook me up with other honeys. I wasn't feeling them. They were fine, but I was like, I was doing that on purpose to make him feel worse, right? So get to the game. It's halftime. No, we got there before halftime speak, but had watched the game. Then halftime came. Halftime comes. Me and T go out to get something to eat. Right? All of a sudden, I hear like a faint sound. Mikey, hey Mikey. And I turn around. It's Jen with her best friend. I was like, Jen, what's going on? I said, I ain't know you was coming to the joint. Why you tell me? She was like, it was last minute because I had told her I was going. She's like, oh, all right. Gave her a hug. Gave her best friend a hug or whatever. Because not only that, I had run into Jen again. Back then, they had this is when ESPN Zone was still open in downtown DC. So I ran into her there too, right? With her best friend. And we chilled, played the game and everything. Nothing, nothing like that. But you could tell she was still like, man, forget T. Um, we can still talk. I was like, nah, can't do it. So it's halftime. We talking. Then all of a sudden, T is like, oh, you can speak to Mike, but you can't speak to me. Your ex-boyfriend. I'm like, that was like the most butthurt. And like he said it twice. She was like, wow, my ex-girl is screaming Mike's name, but doesn't see me. Like, Slim, like, chill. So on the ride home, that Bible kept asking me like, yo, so you and Jen, what's up with that? I'm like, Slim, it's nothing. Like when she told me y'all were an item, I did that joint. I said I ain't doing nothing behind your back. That's not how I roll. He was like, oh. He was like, oh well, I'm not gonna be upset if you do. I'm like, see, yes you would, because your response at the game showed me. So he was like, nah, nah, nah. So I was like, yo, don't. I said, well, don't worry about it. Ain't nothing to worry about. I get home, right? He drops me off. I get home. I get a phone call. I get a phone call like around 8 that night. It's Jen. And like her tone was different. Like her tone seemed like she was just like fed up with something, right? I'm like, yo, what's wrong? She was like, look, your boy just called me. I'm like, who? It's like T. I'm like, okay. I'm like, what's wrong? She was like, Mikey, he was shy going in on you. I was like, oh yeah? What did he say? So he said to her, so this is this is what he said. He said, so what you saying, Mike? And then he said, I mean he's not that tall. So T is 5'11". I'm 5'10" and a half. Like, really? Like, so he said, oh, he doesn't have a car, you know. So, how you guys gonna? Oh, well, Jen had a car. She had a car already. I didn't. One, I was gonna ask my parents for a car while they still paying tuition. So that's just I would never ask my parents for a car around that time. So he was like, oh, well, he doesn't have a car, blah blah blah. He like he he's not like what are you saying? Like this is him stuttering, right? What are you saying? And like she told me, she's like, she's like, why you cop blocking? And like I was the whole time I was like, yo, this Bama is dirty macking me. He dirty macked me twice. I said, so my response was, of course, oh yeah, okay. So I said, Jen, what you doing tomorrow? Because her Easter and spring break was the same as ours. Like, she was out of school too. I said, what you doing tomorrow? She was like, nothing. And before I even said it, before I even let it even perch my lips to say what I wanted to ask, she's like, can I come over? I said, oh, yes, you can. Yo, man, he dirty backed me twice. It wasn't gonna be a third. So I was like, you know what? I'm about to trump this battle. She came over, Slump. The, the look on my face is all you need to know, right? So, spring break's over, Easter break's over. Get back to school the next. And after our first period class, we always had homeroom. I walked past Will's locker, and like, he taps me. I was just walking straight. I wasn't trying to stop at his locker. I said his name. I walked by T's number. Uh, T's locker. And I wasn't trying to stop. I just kept walking, but he tapped me like, yo, Mike. I'm like, yo, what's up? And he was like, yo, so, um, we cool? I said, oh yeah, we cool. I was like, your girl Jen, a good girl. And just kept walking. He was like, yo, what you mean by that? I was like, nothing. She a good girl. And the game, I said, just like that, she a good girl. Trust me, she cool. Ain't nothing going on, bro. Knowing good and well it was. But yo, I was gonna get dirty like twice. You know what I'm saying? So that concludes my dirty Mac story. Later.